Oh my God. Can't make this shit up. Well, do I need to sign?
No.
What did they drop off now?
Flowers.
They screwed up. A friend of ours sent my wife 3 bundles of these.
Okay.
Because and they ended up putting 40 tulips in there, and then they screwed that up, and she tried to get more, and now we got more to deal with.
That's good.
Hey.
No, flowers are nice.
Yeah.
I want that.
You want a punch?
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. All right, I'm going to check here and see how my sound is. I'm going to check here and see how my All right, this is a test. We're about 6 minutes before this starts. All right, this is a test. We're about 6 minutes before this starts. All right, this is a test. We're about 6 minutes before this starts. All right, this is a test. We're about 6 minutes before this starts. All right, this is a test. We're about 6 minutes before this starts. All right, this is a test. We're about 6 minutes before this starts. All right, and now this is volume at 27. And now this is volume at 27. All right, that sounds a little bit better. All right, that sounds a little bit better. And then this is volume at 29. And then this is volume at 29. And I got a saw. And this is volume at 29. And I got a saw. And this is volume at 29. And I got a saw. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. All right, let's try that one more time. Check in. All right, let's try that one more time. Check in. All right, let's try that one more time. Check in. All right, one last time. This is at 30. All right, one last time. This is at 30. All right, one last time. This is at 30. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. About the only thing I got going for him. All right, can you see me now? All right, can you see me now? All right, okay. All right, I see 2 people are on. I'm one of them. All right, I see 2 people are on. I'm one of them. All right, I see 2 people are on. I'm one of them. I'm gonna drop the volume down to 28. I'm gonna drop the volume down to 28. Okay, volume dropped to 28. Let's see what we got. Okay, volume dropped to 28. Let's see what we got. All right, one more test. Volume dropped to 28. All right, one more test. Volume dropped to 28. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Right, one more test. Volume dropped to 28. Yeah, I think that's going to work. One more test. Volume dropped to 28. Yeah, I think that's going to work. All right, we're getting ready here. 3 minutes to go. All right, we're getting ready here. 3 minutes to go. All right, we're getting ready here. 3 minutes to go. Lighting looks good. I've got my glasses on. I can move. That chair out of the shot. That chair out of the shot. I have a singing bird. I'm probably going to end up shutting the, I'm probably going to end up shutting the doors depending on what happens here at lunchtime. Depending on what happens here at lunchtime. All right, one more time. Can you hear me? I'm hoping everybody can hear me. All right, one more time. Can you hear me? I'm hoping everybody can hear me. Hopefully you can't hear that saw that's down the street. Hopefully you can't hear that saw that's down the street. Hopefully you can't hear that saw that's down the street. Okay. Comments are working. And here comes the mailman on cue. All right, I'm going to get started. All right, so welcome. Today, let me just wait for the mail person to go by. She'll be back in about 10 minutes. But all right, so we're going to try to start this car in the next hour. This is one of the, I wish you could see it because I've got them on the thing. Well, I'll grab one real quick. With the vacuum, everybody's telling me it's probably a vacuum leak on that this thing, when you bump the key, starts but immediately stalls. All right, so sure enough, when I looked at the various bellows that go into this, you can see it's cracked. That may be difficult with the lighting, but look, it's stiff. This is like thousands of heat cycles, and this is what happens to rubber. It almost feels like plastic, whereas this rubber is ready to go. You're going to see that these are the straps on one side that I've already installed. I polished those, so I wanted to highlight the difference. At some point, I'm going to have to take this air box off again, and I'll just leave myself a couple hours to polish the clips off of that. So I'm going to move over to the front. This is my main camera today. I'm cutting down to 3 cameras. I have my GoPro on the under the hood, and then I have the Oh, that's funny. I said GoPro. Some reason it highlighted that. But anyway, uh, and then I have my Rebel pointing towards the car. So my goal here is we're going to put the airbox on and try to fire it up. Everything else is in. And I'm going to just talk through that as we go here. So I'm going to assume whoever's on can hear me. Leave a comment if you can't. All right, so I'm about to put this air box on, but here I've got the air cleaner on, I've got the other air box on, and you see these nice polished clamps. Those are the original clamps, or at least the ones that are on the car, and I've got this all reinstalled and tightened. I will do a full video on this, but for now, I thought I'd do a live stream because I'm going to try starting the car, and we're going to see what happens. But these air boxes, these are made out of magnesium. And these tubes, these resonance tubes, these four connect directly to the intake manifold. So they're not easily removed, and at some point when I do a full intake refresh, there's blocking plates you can buy from the suppliers. But anyway, so what I ended up ordering is I wanted to use reuse these bands if I could, save a little money. And I was able to polish them up with just a little bit of elbow grease. You'll see the difference between this side and the polished side. This tube is held in with a similar seal like this. It's a bear to get out, and I'm going to show that in more detail in the full video. But I'm glad I got it done last night. But anyway, so on this side, I'm assuming this is a PVC pipe. But that fits in like that. All right, and all my connections here are tight. And now it's a bit of a labyrinth. In fact, it's actually easier, I think, to put the tubes on from this side. So that's what I'm going to do. And somebody can comment. I'm assuming all right, I'm really okay, there I hear myself, so, all right. I just want to hopefully you're not hearing the same echo I am, but we'll go from there. You're not hearing the same echo I am, but we'll go from there. All right, so back to work here. I just wanted to show those for demo, but I found that when you go to take these off, it's easier to put them on the fixed piece first and then snug the air boxes in. And I'm going to loosen that up just a little bit so I'm not damaging the rubber. There we go. And probably the next biggest thing to remember is that there's two on each side. So there's one. Two. And our neighborhood carpenter is back. I'm hoping my lavalier mic is not picking that up. Let's hope so. All right. Or the crows for that matter. I'm also taking care not to let any dust get in this damn thing, because this is downstream of the air filter. I actually can clamp this up quite a bit before I put it on. Oh, that's just not gonna cooperate with me much today. So I've got to tighten it a little bit more before I can get that around. That's how close this really is. See now, just a couple more rotations and it was on there fine. I think this one, yeah. This one is doable. All right, just a couple of more. Okay, and the last one. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we attempt to put the air box in. All right, so these 4 push in, but then this middle one, you kind of have to bridge the gap. And now that we have that all in, we can tighten these down. I may even have the right, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Who doesn't like using a socket when you can? I'm just gonna check and make sure we got questions. Any questions coming in? All right, no questions so far, that's cool. And here comes my friendly post person. So we get it live time TV at noon. It is a gorgeous day here in central Jersey, so I like leaving the doors open, warming up the garage when I can. Kids are at school this week, so all right, minor disturbance avoided. Okay. I try to line these up, but if you look, here's the hood insulation or what's left of it. I'll show you that piece that I plan to do if I get this car running. But that's not going to be a live stream. That's going to be one of my narrated and edited videos. I'm going to be schooled here if these seals work. When I commented on Renslist, several people came back. Of course, everybody wants to point to the sensors, but a couple people realized, based on my description, that it worked before I took it apart. And if you haven't been following along, when I say took it apart, it was this linkage that fell off. I put this whole new linkage in an effort to fix a stacked throttle. And in my effort, and likely rush, quite frankly. Now I see. All right, well, we're going to give that a try. So I think the vacuum leak was probably down in here because the seal that was in there was quite cracked. The one that goes into the throttle body underneath the air cleaner, that still seems serviceable. Okay, I'm going to give that a try. Now, oh, I didn't think that through. All right, forgive my reach, but I got to get this pipe in. Jet coming through on cue. All right, I think I got it. Now, I'm ready to start it, I think. Oh. The problem is I only have 3 of these straps right now. The other 4th one fell down there, and for the life of me, I can't find it. I may even have to jack up the car and pull the wheel to see it. Ideally, what I'd like to do is to be able to start the car, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right, well, I appreciate everyone watching. I don't see any questions. I'll keep going. I'm testing the sound again. Are we good? Good. All right, I think I can hear myself, so I'm assuming the other two people on can. I can hear myself, so I'm assuming the other two people on can. All right, here we go. We're going to start it up. The battery's not dead. Okay. All right, she's in park. Emergency brakes pulled. Success. Oh, that's the sweet sound of success right there. How about that? How about that? Good girl. So now that I know that's going, I'll back the nut out until it just sits on this. Hopefully you can hear me. I apologize for the noise. All right, so we got her running. I'm really pleased about that. All it was, then, well, let me get the, I know I'm running around here, but good girl. Good girl. But here are a couple shots of, it's just, well, they're oily. You know, they're just, I showed the other one before. I think that was one of the culprits. And the more I look at these, there's these hairline cracks. So I think finally they gave up the ghost, and it was time to replace them. So you can hear she's just idle and fine now. Let me hit the pedal a couple of times. All right, I know that's probably pretty loud, but I can tell you I'm quite happy. Quite happy with that. Big progress today. And all right, so this thing here. So we've got this running. I'm going to edit all the video coming up to this point, and I'm going to get this outside and maybe do this pad. So here is the pad I'm going to put on. All right. This actually has a Porsche. Yeah, this is a factory part. Now, I bought it from 928s or Us. Roger over there recommends this because unlike some of the other ones you buy, Classic 9 leather offers one in various styles. This one has an adhesive, and Roger's instructions are simple. What we need to do is I'll come over here and this is going to fit in there like that. Roger indicates that what we want to do is scrape all of this old stuff off, what's left of it on mine, and then that, whatever this adhesive was, acts as a primer, what he calls a primer. I'll pull this off, and then we'll put the thing on. I don't want to ruin it. It's a two-person job. I've got to either have Nurse Nancy help me, but the first thing I've got to do is get this outside and make sure everything's okay. So look for that. Look for that in an upcoming episode. I thought that was going to take a lot longer. I just can't seem to get the timing right. If anyone has questions, ask them if you got them. All right, well, that's cool. All right, what is the next thing I'm going to do on this? Well, now that we know that that's there is something I need to do, and we're going to get that done. And that is the air cleaner. I'll finish putting all of that together because I think I'm going to take this for a drive now that I know this seems to be working well. Now I didn't hear anything funky going on. I don't know where the strap is still. So what I may do is pull the Boxster down, put this up on the rack, and then see what I can see. I actually want to get it up there because, A, I want to get the Boxster down. And, although, I don't know, I might take this to lunch tomorrow. Yeah, so let's get the air cleaner back on. And I'll tell you something, I am not a fan of this air. I haven't been a fan of this design since the first day I got the car. So, and here's why. I've got three of the four straps that fit on this thing. So, and I've forgotten what a bear this is to do it in the car, but some light would help me. All right. I really want to come up with some way to put these on that they stay on, but it's just one of those designs you wish you could throttle the engineer. More than likely the engineering student, they said, go make an air cleaner and keep it cheap. All right, we're going to try to put this back in. Hopefully I can find that fourth strap. No idea where it fell down into. Yeah, well, I know it fell down somewhere in here, but I can't seem to find it. It's almost like the car's haunted. I don't... Oh, so, funny story. Funny story. So I take all of these off, and there's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 of these things. All right. I take them all off, and with the new parts that came in on Friday from 928s or us, I had the other ones that I started playing them around, make sure they all fit. And in doing that, I forgot I had left one on the engine. Well, for pretty much the better part of the weekend, I was looking for those two of these, couldn't find them. Even went to Napa to try and get pieces that would replace them. Of course, they don't have, these are special narrow ones. Anyway, I came back, and down in the bowels here was where I found that roller. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about that other strap. I know it's in here somewhere, but as you can see, it's pretty tight when you get in here. But that said, these are pretty involved straps, so I'm a little flustered at why all these are such a pain. And you can see, it's just maddening. It's just yet another maddening piece on this car that you just can't seem to get. Yeah, you might be able to argue it's 40 years old. I just never, since I've had the car, 2.5 years, I can't believe it's been 2.5 years, but that's another story. And there you go. See, it's just not on right. It's I really, really hate this design. Especially knowing that I'm probably going to have to pull the thing out to put these back in the right way. And I really don't want to do that. Well. It's not even really on there, but what are you going to do? All right, you get the idea. I'm going to look for the other two. And then well, the air inlet tubes are over there, and I don't want to move the camera around on you. So I've got the two air inlet tubes that need to go in, but at least I know. I figured out whatever was running bad here is in good shape. So that's it for today. I'm going to take it out for a drive here pretty soon. All right, let me change cameras here. Maybe not. There it is. Not sure why it won't let me change the camera. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it recognizes it. All right, so here I am. Drink them if you got them. So this is, now that I've got the engine running, now that I have the engine running, I'm going to go take it for a drive, do a shakedown cruise, because the other thing I did that I haven't tested yet is the heater control valve. I want to see if that's, and it's going to be a decently warm day here. So a lot to do in the Guys with Rides garage. I'm actually going to bring the car down, and well, if you want, I can actually move the Cayenne, and we'll move this outside, and it'll be the first time in about 4 months that it's moved. So why don't we do that? I'm going to move my Cayenne, and we'll move the 928 out. What could possibly go wrong? And I should have done that sooner. So I'm going to go on mute while I. No, I'll leave it on. But I'm going to move the Cayenne, and we're going to move the 928 out. Okay. What I'm going to do is very carefully move this camera right. And you get to see me pull out. All right. Hatch down. What's going to kind of scare me is is how many leaks we got going on in the car still. I thought I had cured all that, but such was not to be. All right, bear with me for a second, folks. Oh no. Oof. Wow. Okay, well, we got... Okay, I had one. All right, let me get the other camera going here real quick. And unfortunately, forgive me, I'm bad at not finishing sentences. Just ask my wife. Okay. I see the camera coming back on. All right. All right, here's what's really wild. So I haven't had this car out since I have something going on with the coolant again. That's not good. Still have small oil leaks, but look at what it did to my floor. That literally must have. All I can think of is the exhaust. When we were trying to get this thing started, it had a lot of raw gas in it, and my hunch is that there was a lot of heat built up when I was doing that. So lesson learned there. Don't want to do that again. And I've got some sort of small transmission leak again. My hunch is it's the reservoir. Here we go. So that was another reason I wanted to pull this out and see what's going on with the flooring. But that, I'm just, I guess that could have been really bad. But I'm not sure who. So whoever put the thumbs up, I'm glad. Thank you. As you can see, I'm ready to take this for a ride. So unless people, it's just a gorgeous day here. I want to make sure this is running well, and this will be a perfect opportunity to do that, and perhaps get a little video footage because now I can finally try the linkage and the heater control and see if I'm getting this car dialed in or not. So I think I'm going to end it a little bit early. I hope you don't mind. But we're all learning as we go here with these live streams, and so I do appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so, I would encourage you to check out the auctions we've got going on. There's a 2011 Corvette Z06 ending tomorrow. That's currently at $60,000. I think there is a 1999 beautiful SL 500 Mercedes, two-owner original. That's I think currently at $7,000. Both of those have a way to go, and we have a 47 Cadillac ending tomorrow as well, and nobody's bid on that yet. I'm a little disappointed about that, but such is the world of late 40s cars these days. So anyway, that's where we're at. I appreciate you tuning in. We're not going to do a live stream on Thursday, and candidly, my son just bought a new house, so I'm going over there to help do some painting and other things he might need guidance on. So with that, we're going to do that, and I think probably with the Easter holiday, I'm going to avoid doing any live streams. I am going to, though, be editing in my spare time the video I've taken about putting that all back together, polishing the steps I did to polish those ceiling Jubilee clips, and what that entailed. So thanks for watching. If you got any questions, you can always reach me at 877-468-6497, or you can email me at rudy@guyswithrides, and we'll take you through it. I'll be glad to help anyone out. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.